Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be reacting to Mob Psycho Season 2, Episode 3. We've had a pretty good first couple episodes of Season 2. The last episode was just full of, a bunch of creeps, a bunch of perverts, creeps, and Yandere. I mean, what do you really what can you expect from a season that literally has a Yandere? I mean, maybe not exactly, but something that's pretty bad. There was a lot of urban legends that only one out of the four ended up being real, but the ones that weren't real were ridiculously hilarious or creepy, and other than the running grandma. The running grandma is probably still running back and forth through, dark alleys and trains and pathways, most likely. But anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also check out the Patreon at patreon.com/ajrich123. Check that out if you'd like to support the channel and get some early releases and uncut reactions. Check that out for this show and all my other reactions. And let's go ahead and start. Somebody that, you don't want to, he's not going to curse somebody. Not that he technically could. See, that's the wrong type of job. Even if he could, he wouldn't. Okay, well, maybe a Reagan style curse. Now pay him. Pay the man. Wait, why would you ask him to curse somebody if you could already curse? See, that doesn't make sense. Pretty much you would have to be somebody you really highly dislike or hate. I mean, it should do nothing, right? Well, yeah, he believes it, but it doesn't do anything. But if you look at it that way, it's still kind of a bad thing regardless. There are so many stalkers, creeps, and perverts in this show. Well, it's definitely real, but that would be freaky in a small apartment, though. Wait, if that's an actual person, then he's either fast or he's got some type of psychic ability or something. A body experience? He's okay, that's when love is literally blind. They're finding all sorts of perverts now. See, no regular person's gonna see that as non-creepy. Though it's kind of probably broke his heart there. Because it was a creep. I guess she was scared of a creepy spirit, a perverted spirit, but just a perverted guy, non-spirit. She was just like, yep, creep, call the cops. So when you think about it though, like, you're gonna be scared of a ghost. I mean, as a regular person, you're gonna be scared of a ghost, right? But Mob, it's kind of cool for Mob. First, he's actually voicing his opinion, getting better at it. We're seeing him progress as a person, kind of grow up in front of us and mature. It's kind of nice to see that. But for him being, you know, in this world and being exposed to different things like this, it is kind of a question, you know, you could ask. Like, why would she be scared of one thing and not the other? Why are you only scared of, you know, spirits and not, you know, or ghosts or anything like that? Something that you don't understand to something that you do understand, you know, but you know he's a creep, and it's technically, you know, he's human. So it's that question you would ask if you've been exposed to stuff like this and it's normal to you. The website's paying off, but man, are they getting some weird things here. Oh yeah, people could prank as well. That's why you take the money up front. Yeah, let's go into the dark woods. Yeah, see, even saying something like that. Yeah, they're pranking. Or they're checking out. I mean, this is a place that could have something like this. Now that I think about it, it's not like an impossible thing. They're just messing around, I guess. I thought they were trying to prank them at first, or like ditch them in the woods. Yeah, that's why you charge up front. Reagan? A scam? Nani? Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have said anything until you were already in the car. This is a predictable thing, though, unfortunately. That was super weird. I think that was the pause, you know, the middle of the video credit. That was really weird. That was kind of a cool one, actually. But yeah, I didn't trust those guys at all. Like, somebody's gonna ditch you in the middle of nowhere like that. That was kind of predictable. But I thought they were going to do that no matter what. But it looks like once they found out they were gonna have to pay and there was nothing there, then they went ahead and did the ditch effort, unfortunately. So yeah, that was kind of predictable, unfortunately. But these type of jobs, when you're on a website and you're taking jobs like this, Reagan wants money, you're gonna get weird ones like this. Is it worth taking all these on? That's the big question. What the fuck is wrong with that guy? Oh, oh, that's gotta be Dimple. Why are you smiling? I don't understand. You just got naked and randomly started dancing and you're still trying to do... Oh, Mob has backup. Dimple and Ritsu. Yeah. You got... Yeah, Mob has all the backup in the world. He's like the wrong target for any bully. Mob's still caring about the bullies. That's just him. There has to be something, because he doesn't want to resort to violence at all. They say that, but Reagan, you know, told him differently. He'll actually consider it, huh? Oh, so there was a faint spirit. They have to pay up front. Yeah, exactly. Okay, now they're scared enough. I wouldn't even bring them. That's a bad idea in general. Mob won't get pissed off. He's just, you know, middle ground on everything. Middle mob. Oh, more than one. Whoa. Oh, maybe a family. Yeah, a family that died there or something. Maybe that was their home. See, Mob can't attack somebody like that. You don't know if they're telling... Sometimes you don't know if people are telling the truth. That's a weird circumstance. Like, when it comes to these obviously people that are not used to this and they get scared by if you had like a ghost in your house or something, and even if it wasn't a bad ghost, but it still scared the crap out of you because you're hearing things, you're seeing, you're seeing things move or whatever, you don't know their circumstance. So the human or the person that's asking for this job to be done, it doesn't matter what their circumstances, they're going to want it done. So can you really, it leaves it up to somebody like Mob or whatever to make that decision, because these guys are not going to back down. It's kind of hard. It plays in that thing, like they're still going to be scared. So who do you go with, the right or wrong, that kind of thing? And I think some other people would choose the latter. They would try to go for the money, that like, we're paying you to do this, do it or whatever. But I think for Mob, this is harder to do for him.
この人たちは平和に暮らしたいだけなんだ。僕がそれを壊すなんてこと。
先生、私たち本当に困って依頼してるんです。
We've already seen them ditch them once, so who cares what they but customer takes the priority. Okay, so he's seeing more than that. That's a great person right there. Technically, both of them have honest feelings. Wait, what the hell? No. Oh, he's trying to see if they're truly bad or not. He must be doing that. See, if they can be easily manipulated by something like that, then that means they're worth being exercised. See? They can't do it. They're not bad people. They're not bad people. They're not, or in this case, they weren't bad in life and not bad in death. What a circumstance. See, there's the better of two evils there, sending them all together. What can they... He's not being told that he has to do it. Okay. What? So he's fighting... It's two different people. It's not just him. It's two different groups. That's a hard decision for him. That's his secret technique. So Reagan's making the judgment call, like a good influence. He was just Mob is just really conflicted. But he's a kid. You have to remember that he's a kid and he's still learning. He sees them equal, which makes exercising them difficult. And he's letting them go as well. Yeah, I knew that's what Dimple was doing. I knew he was trying to provoke them, and that shows Dimple has become better too. Oh, shit. Cursed him. Oh, the actual curse. Oh! No wonder. Okay, I was gonna say it couldn't have been him, so he hired somebody to do it. Yeah, I mean, you're being exposed to a lot of different things. Like that, like, yeah, of course, Reagan, somebody would start, like, help you. That actually is an interesting question. Now that I think about it, that's a very interesting thing. And a good question for Mob to ask. If he ever wanted to attack humans, if he, in a better way is more like if he ever turned evil, or his emotions or something, if he was becoming bad or in any type of capacity, if he was thinking that he wanted to hurt humans or whatever, would anyone stop him? Would anyone be there to stop his decision? And I think there's a good thing. Mob has made very good connections with people around him. And that's something that he needs to understand, that there's people there to help him in every circumstance, just like right there. There was somebody there, Reagan, to call, look, you're conflicted. You don't know what to do in a situation because you have not been put in a situation like this. And when you're in new situations, of course, it's normal for you to be confused and to be conflicted. And Mob doesn't want to hurt anybody. That's just in his nature. So for him to be put in a spot like that, it's understandable. He's still a kid. And that's something you kind of have to remember. I have to remember that, like, Mob is strong, right? We know he's strong, and we've seen, but he is a kid. He's still learning. He's still, like, having kind of daily lessons like this. And it's a really good thing for Reagan to be there for him and for him to go to and do these jobs. But I think it needs to be slowly brought in. As we saw there, Reagan even said he took on too many jobs at once. All these different scenarios that Mob was not used to, he got put into, and because of that, it made him shake, and it made him just in a state that's not normal for him. And that's why he's having to think and contemplate all these different things. It's just it's something that's people have to go through. But like he said, this is not normal for everybody. Of course, it's not in the circumstance that he's in. People are going to be conflicted about feelings and learning things, right? But in this instance, when it's about seeing ghost spirits, humans, seeing those two as in the same kind of thing. You don't want to hurt anybody. You don't even want to hurt them. You don't want to hurt spirits. You don't want to hurt humans. So how do you get in that scenario where you have to pick between the two? And like he said at the end, what if I become in a spot where I want to or hate someone or want to or have to hurt a human? Is there anyone that's going to be able to stop me? And it's all about circumstance. But since he sees them both as equal, there could be a circumstance where he would see maybe a spirit over a human life. Is that a possibility for him? The way he's thinking right now, I would think that would be a possibility for him, which is scary when you think about it. But it's good that Mob's thinking about that now. He's thinking about these type of scenarios. It's healthy, but scary at the same time for that to even be something that's a possibility or even running through his mind. But doing all those situations, that's what can happen. It can make you think. Also, I loved Reagan stepping up there, doing his thing, actually shutting everything down. I mean, I wouldn't have gone the second time because those guys were full of crap. They didn't pay you the first time, even though they were begging for it. But seeing spirits that were actually good people, obviously they were good people in life that were family. And then I thought when Dimple was doing that, I was like, oh no, they're going to break down and they're going to attack at this point. But seeing that spirit not actually hurting anybody and just breaking down, he just couldn't do it, it's kind of like we've seen some not every spirit is bad or whatever, but this was just a good instance that there are some really good ones, and there is going to be circumstances where maybe they don't need to be exorcised. But you have to think about like the humans that are asking, it's like the job, and humans are asking you because they're, they can't see them. So all they're seeing is weird things happening around them that scares them. It puts you in such a weird scenario. And also seeing Dimple like that, like going from crazy Dimple to like literally being there for not only Mob but Reagan, and I wasn't expecting that from him, like antagonizing them but doing it for a reason, like a good reason. That I love that. We're seeing even somebody that you would think that would be hard to be redeemable, like Dimple be doing stuff like that. It's such a drastic change. And Mob does that to the people around him. We've seen that. All the people that he's affected has changed for the better. Like when we think about it, everybody. His brother, I mean, everybody he's ran into have changed for the better because they've had an experience with Mob. He's good for everybody. But anyway, that's just a lot to think about. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also check the patreon.com/ajrich123 if you want to check out the next few episodes. Also for this show and all the other shows, but also I have a twitch.tv/ajrich for streams. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.